I'm Robert, and this is Pauline, and we're the Jewetts. We're from Arizona.
Well, it's really fortuitous that I came to meet you. It was back in August or September, just hearing an American English here in Tunis, which is not so common. What's particularly nice is to know that you've come here as a family, just choosing Tunisia. Do you want to just share with us a little bit what prompted you to say we're coming to Tunisia as a family?
Sure. I'm a marketing consultant. A lot of what I do is photography, and I had a couple of photography jobs here. And so we decided to kind of make an extended stay out of it. And when we got here, we just liked it so much that we kind of stayed. So it's been 6 months now.
And Pauline, you've taken on the challenge of having your three young kids. Tell us their age.
Yes, Catherine is 5, Jillian is 3, and Joseph is 1. And the girls are in school learning Arabic in a local school, and yeah, they're really enjoying it.
Now, you have no background in the Middle East or Arabic or no ethnic background in that. When you said to people we're coming to Tunisia, what did people say?
Well, we're a little crazy anyway because we've traveled so much, and I've shot in several different countries that they weren't surprised, but they were just kind of like taken back because I think the only things people knew about Tunisia were what they see in the media, and it's not always been the most positive.
So the most common question we get is it safe?
And how do you answer that?
Yeah.
We tell them it's safer than LA, where they all live.
Is that a relative term, or how do you feel here?
I personally have never felt unsafe here. I've never had any problems. Everyone has been kind and polite and, wonderful.
I mean, I will tell you, I looked up the crime statistics before we came, and they were significantly lower than California or New York. So I was like, all right, so many people were asking me, you gotta kind of ask the question. But we've never had any issues.
And what are some of the misinterpretations you think? Tunisia is not in the press very often, but when it is, it's usually some type of provocative political act or something. And it sometimes means people hear it out of context from daily life. What's daily life like for you and your encounters with Tunisians and adjusting here, kids in school and having to go shopping and live within the system?
There's been a lot of things that are new to us, but our experiences here have been overwhelmingly positive. I mean, people are just normal people. It wasn't at all what we expected. Frankly, what you see in the news are things that are very sensational. I mean, obviously they're going through a period of transition here as a country, and that's significant. But the day-to-day life, has been just overwhelmingly normal. I mean, we go shopping at a grocery store, and we pick up
really
our
not so
groceries.
different.
We drop our kids off at the school, and I go to work. And other than the fact that they're all fashionable and they all have fantastic coffee, it's just been.
I was telling somebody the other day, she likes to watch American TV shows like Desperate Housewives, and I was telling her, that's not a really accurate depiction of American life. Like, not everybody locks people in their basement and, whatever. Like
it has been in my experience. This is
so, what the rest
Hopefully
of the
they
world...
saw that as people see that as humor.
Yeah,
humor coming out.
yeah. Well, what the rest of the world sees of America is what they see in the media, which isn't a very good depiction of everyday American life, So I would say the same for here. Your everyday Tunisian life, it's not so different, You get up, you eat, take care of the kids, and, you go shopping and whatever, you do your life. It's not so different.
And you've had a chance to travel around. You've also had guests visiting. When people hear about revolution, does this seem like you're in a place that's revolution takes part of everyday's activities, that you're aware of it? Or how do you find it plays a role in life for you? Or does it?
It really doesn't. I mean, I've been downtown. It's really funny because I've been downtown when there's like huge protests. I mean, we see them on CNN or other major news outlets, and we see these huge protests. And I've sat across the street from these protests sipping a latte, and people really just kind of watch it. I mean, it's ironic. And I think the thing that's really interesting is that only at this point in time are we able to have a revolution where it's been so significant and widespread across the globe. The impacts, but really the impact on the day-to-day people has been minimal. I mean, think about our revolution. It was not like this.
Yeah.
And when people find out that you're Americans, that you're here, how do they respond?
Usually pretty favorably. I mean, they're like, oh, and they'll try to like speak a little bit of English, or if if we speak a little bit of Arabic to them, they get all excited, you know, like, yes, people who are trying, you know.
They always say welcome. First thing they say is welcome to our country. You're welcome here.
Yeah.
And that's not really what we expected to have. I mean, people are just so overwhelmingly generous and nice that we've been pleasantly surprised. And we've been here 6 months, so it's not just like a 2-week window where we kind of see things. So, I mean, we live here.
And from a business standpoint, you find, Robert, that your photography business has been getting, people have been responding and you've been getting opportunities?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of my clients are from the United States, but and I recently procured my business license here. I've been pushing away clients up till now because I really wanted to do things right and ethically, and I wanted to make sure that I had all my paperwork in place prior to really engaging with the local businesses here. But I would say I've had it for a week and a half, and I've already had meetings with 4 or 5 different companies, and 3 or 4 in the next week. I mean, there's a high level of interest, a surprising level of interest for a country that's going through this much transition.
And being here has not curtailed what you do in the States. Your communication, all of the electronic elements, you're finding everything you need here.
Yeah, if you want it, you can get it here. It's not, I mean, we have Apple TV, and we Skype, and we have a phone in our house that rings through 10-digit number. I mean, it's pretty seamless. I think I talk to my parents more now than I did when I was at home in the same town as they did.
Well, for people who are seeing the backdrop of where you are, and this is just minutes from your home, and this is very much the element of the Mediterranean and Tunisia, I think people will start to get a glimpse of why you both have smiles and you've been here 6 months. And how long do you think you'll be here?
We don't know at this point. We kind of set out, like, after we kind of decided to come here, we thought, we could do a year. We'll see how that goes. But now we're kind of thinking, can we stretch this out a little longer? I mean, we're really enjoying it. So
yeah,
we're trying to go further than that.
Well, it's really nice for you to take the time and share with us and share with the people who will see this. And we wish you the very best of luck here.
Thanks,
you.
Jerry.